Hello. God bless. Lee Rice here in Agrigento, and it's been an interesting, challenging experience. I've been here for more than 1 year, and I've seen a lot and written a lot, and well, it's been quite the experience to say the least. I watched society for more than 12 years, and the vast majority of moving adults, hand on heart truth, I've lost all compassion and empathy for a writer, artist, poet, musician, for a homeless brother or sister, including my friend Tina, who's just left the city, based on how the adult society reacted. I'm trying to leave too, after all I've seen here, based on exactly the same. I know many good people too. Try and focus on the positives, of course, that's important. And the vast majority of those I don't know wouldn't stop with an offer a piece of bread to a writer of 83 songs on this street, or my homeless pregnant friend. On 2 separate occasions in 6 hours, on one of the 6-hour periods, they gave €1 and the day before yesterday, the entirety of every single adult through this city gave a writer in the position I'm sitting now. I've written 4 albums just in this position, and 83 songs on this street. So while Tina, who's now left the city, 7 months pregnant, left, during the time of 6 hours on a scorching hot day, the entirety of the adult society moving through the city gave the combination of a writer plus my homeless pregnant sister Tina a grand total of 40 cents. So the camera is pointed this way. The more that come along and watch, the easier and faster it will hopefully be for the end of what the madness is, which is that way. And this is the madness. The vast majority of moving adults ultimately reject all music and art. The people who are sitting around, and I'm trying to do this every day for a long time, let the witnesses see the insanity. So I'm choosing songs of the greatest artists of all time when my Bluetooth speaker, which the camera's resting on now, in front of my guitar case, and not even playing that much. And letting the children in particular listen to the greatest artists of all time, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, Jim Morrison, playing that much. And letting the children in particular listen to the greatest artists of all time, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, Jim Morrison. Keep walking, check the ground, keep walking. They'll even check their own reflections in the mirror directly behind my position. And the results are exactly the same when I sit with local guitarist, Tony the Maestro, guitarist for 51 years. The results are exactly the same when I sit with Alex, my friend from Ukraine, who plays guitar and writes his own songs. My friend Angelo, who left to go to Rome and to France to do some work for the summer, to cover his expenses for the winter. For Lucas, the harp player, last summer around Andrea Camilleri, he said, well, they can only see Andrea, but that's not the point, even though he was right. What they were doing last year is exactly what they're doing this year and the year before. The main reason they can't see, hear or feel what's taking place right next to them is because they're not even in reality. They're in the ground, in their screens, and in themselves. They ultimately reject music and art because they can't even see it. And the distance they can't see or hear music or see art from is approximately the distance I'm sitting away from my screen right now, which I'm using and I enjoy. I like to play the games, I use wisely. And just watch their response. I'll play some songs and just watch their response to a writer. And I can let you know again, other people who come around for more than 4 seconds, this is what society has become, empty of emotion. The vast majority play, and every single child coming past will notice. Children really child, check it. Bambinis, I'll protect you from the way they want you to be. I help you learn to see. If I could change the world in 1 second, I should. If I could change the world in 1 second, wouldn't it be good?
discovered this sweet reality. Now I've recovered my beauty here. If I could change the world in 1 second, I should. If I could change the world in 1 second, wouldn't it be good?
Computer camera, and they ultimately choose to live inside there, and they cannot see, hear or feel music or art from 1 single meter away. Don't believe me? Watch. If you have the courage to not be like them and stick around for more than 4 seconds in an endless scroll of insanity, they ultimately walk through this city and every city for many years unaware of the music or art that's taking place right next to them. They've been like this for years. Absolutely years. And they just keep walking, checking the ground, checking themselves. It wouldn't matter who's sitting here. I've given some examples of the artists I've worked with in this position. They just choose to keep walking, void of compassion and void of empathy. And that is the vast majority of moving adults in today's truly insane society. And that is the vast majority of moving adults in today's truly insane society. And they do exactly the same for a homeless pregnant lady too. That's what they're like. A song from Greece song called Embrace Me. The happening warms my resting. You're the light embrace me. Took a while I learned to sing. You're the light embrace me. Let the energy of the waves fill my heart. You're the light embrace me. I found a new resting. You're the light embrace me. It's hard to wear a human face. You're the light embrace me. Let the energy of the waves fill my heart. You're the light embrace me. You're the light embrace me. He's looking in the mirror. I bet you are too. He's looking at me. He's looking at you. Into the waves, fill my heart. You're the light embrace me. You're the light embrace me. There's rain on the walls. There's aliens running around 6 inches small. Let the energy of the waves fill my heart. You're the light embrace. You're the light embrace. You're the light embrace. So this is exactly what they're like. And exactly the same response while sitting next to a homeless, pregnant lady too. I repeat the statistics. The adult society moving through Agrigento gave a collective amount of 46 to a writer of 83 songs on this very street. They know my name and all of this by now. I'm not saying that's due to ego, they just do. It's clearly displayed, plus of the French artists I work with. Clearly displayed, 1 meter away from my position, is my name, plus the 2 top French artists I work with, clearly displayed in their insanity. And regardless of what I say and what I play, including all of the artists I've sat next to and all of the artists I play through the Bluetooth speaker, they wouldn't offer a piece of bread for 99% of the moving adults. That's what they become. And that includes, I repeat it again, I hope some people get to see this. This is what they've become. Emotionless. Completely emotionless. I played the song, the latest song I wrote, 83 songs. And the other day, I was going to leave. I was really ready to leave. Ultimately, I wanted to leave. And Tina even offered, my friend Tina, pregnant, 7 months pregnant, offered to pay my ticket, but I'm in minus credit. It's almost impossible to clear the minus credit because of their unbelievable stone cold dead walk. It's the simplest way I could explain it. That's what's taking place. Multiple artists can sit together in the heart of Agrigento and they will not stop. They will not stop with even 5 cents or a piece of bread. The ones I do know, one man brings me free small beers nearly every day. Ciao Reali, Philly Dorialto, ciao. And the rest, they keep walking. They're not interested in music or art. I share the truth in Italian too, over and over and over again, and they just reject it completely. Would you walk in the laptop? Could you tell me in the screen? And this is the latest song I wrote while they just keep walking. Would you walk past the brother who bleeds? Would you walk past the sister in need? Why do you choose to look away from each other? Would you stand with a child and a mother? Why do you follow the ground? Why did you sacrifice your sense of sound? Why can't you hear her cries? Why did you sacrifice your eyes? Won't you listen to your heart? It's a really good place to start. Won't you come back to the other way? It's really not so far away. Why do you follow the ground? Why did you sacrifice your sense of sound? Why can't you hear her cries? Why did you sacrifice your eyes? Won't you listen to what the children say? It's clear that they're there for love. They're the ones who really care. You're completely unaware. Why do you follow the ground? Well, you can't hear a single sound. Why did you sacrifice your eyes? Why can't you hear her cries? After all of this time, how could you still have doubts? After all of this time, won't you find your way back out? Would you walk past a brother who bleeds? Would you walk past a sister in need? Why do you choose to look away from each other? Would you stand with a child in a mother? Why do you follow the ground where they can't hear a single sound? Why can't you hear her cries? Why did you sacrifice your eyes? I can't wait to get out of their hell. Just watch them. Ciao really, ciao. Suck it like a bro. Why do you follow the ground? Why did you sacrifice your sense of sound? Why can't you hear her cries? Why did you sacrifice your eyes? And this is exactly what's taking place in Agrigento. The emptiness in the adult society. I've never seen anything like it in my entire journey. So this is their response to a writer. This is their response to a homeless pregnant lady. This is their response to local guitarist Tony the Maestro. This is their response to Alex from Ukraine. And this is their response to local artist Angelo. From 1 single meter away, they ultimately reject it and have no compassion or empathy whatsoever in the vast majority of the moving adults. I'll leave it record a little bit longer, but I'll just go for an early sleep, just to not have to suffer seeing their complete and total emptiness, emotionless completely. If someone comes over and stops during the stream, it'll be a miracle. They're not actually present. They're not actually aware of what's taking place. They choose not to be. Ciao, bro. I claim my minus credit and I can't wait to leave. They're just insane. No compassion at all. How long has it been going for now? Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Mr. Sold and Souls, together in the girl, together in which direction are you born? Together in the girl. Taking reverence, rings the death, together in the ground. No words to perform, together in the ground. Sweet butterfly, you've got a different view. I wish that I had wings, so I could join you, just to see what crystal vision. To be clear about this mission, where I will be going, to never end the night. Description of just a try to see what the chance is. It comes somewhere to the devil in the ground. It comes somewhere to the devil in the ground. Sweet butterfly, I've got a different view. I wish that I had wings, so I could jump, just to see the crystal vision. To be clear about this mission, nowhere alone, together in the ground. Nowhere alone, together in the ground. That's exactly where they are, God bless their souls. They'll walk past writers, artists, poets, musicians, homeless brothers and sisters, plus a pregnant lady with 0.000 empathy or compassion whatsoever. That's exactly what they're like, and this has been taking place for years. Absolute years. It's at the worst stage I've ever seen it. They ultimately are void of emotion. I'll just say this and finish, because obviously I'm tired and frustrated after witnessing all of what Tina had to suffer too. I sit here as an original writer
They don't have compassion or empathy. They just don't have those abilities. And they'll walk directly past nearly every single one, no matter which writer, who the writer is, or the artist, or the poet, or musician. They just keep walking. They don't have compassion. I said before, I share the truth about the good stuff too. Of course, I know the good ones. The rest of them, they wouldn't stop if they were paid to. That's God Help the Children in Italian. And in their own language, they reject that too, from one single meter away, while doing this next to the cross, right next to the statue. Right next to it. Never seen anything like it. Complete and total hypocrisy. I can say that in English while they're speaking English right next to me, and they'll walk past. That's it. So I'm going to finish now for tonight. I'm going to take another night in the forest alone, just so I don't have to suffer watching their selfish insanity. It's just the truth, sending love and light in the darkness of the adult society, where the children can hear, feel and see, and 99% of the adult society, I'm not exaggerating the amount, in particular here, moving through this city, have ultimately no empathy or compassion or care for music or art whatsoever. This is what's going on in reality.